welcome to the Sandbox Game Saturday stream. I am Lucas Wright, joined by the amazing PandaPops 7. That's you.
It is me.
How are you today, PandaPops?
I'm doing great. I've had a really busy day today, so I'm happy to be sat here with you to kind of chill and entertain people.
Game volume is kind of loud. Okay, see if I can take that down. How's that for the game volume audio? Sound is already on. Alex, you see that? Tell me how that sounds now. And if you all will forgive, today I am in the driver's seat so that Alex can travel around the country as a jet setter, and Panda has kindly offered to fill his space. So I am bumbling around like a newborn child, trying to figure out what all these buttons do.
So I would, whatever your game volume is on, cut it in half.
Okay. And there we go. Is that better?
And Tom Voxel, you don't need any more light on my face. My face is perfect. We were already late because we were playing around with settings. Don't tell Lucas that he needs to play around with more settings.
Now it's good. Thank you, Garnikin. Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about today. We're gonna run around in the Irish pub. We're gonna give you guys some news. We're gonna do a giveaway. Panda. Wait, do you prefer Panda or do you prefer Miss Pops?
I don't think anybody's got today. I want Miss Pops. That's what I want.
All
Nobody
right,
has referred
Pops.
to me. Miss Pops, yeah.
Miss Pops, if you would like to jump into some news, I think we would all enjoy that.
Thank you. So I'm going to throw down a link, and maybe Lucas, you can quickly throw that up on your screen as well, just so people can see it. And we have a VoxEdit. Yeah. We have a monthly community favorite. If you guys get the weekly newsletters, this will have been in last week's newsletter, I believe, or the week before. Voting will end on the 24th, I believe it is. So there is 20 submissions to vote on over the last sort of couple of contests of the month previous, and it's going to be 15 of people that were in the top of the voting, plus 5 of the people that made it to the voting stage prior to the final voting stage, to give everybody a chance to potentially win. There is a sand prize for the overall winner of the community favorite, which is why I also wanted to mix in some people that didn't quite make it to the very top of the final voting. So if you click the link, it's similar to how we do the submissions. We need your email to vote. For your vote to be counted, you do need to be KYC verified. This is to make sure that we don't have what we call popular voting. This is one reason why we don't do voting like this for all of the contests, because it does open up for abuse. But for a community favorite with a small prize pool, I thought this would be a really nice idea. And so yeah, vote between 1 and 5, with 1 being a low score point and 5 being a high score point. And then the winner will be announced on the very last week of the month of the newsletter, and then we'll have a brand new one for you guys. So yeah,
nice.
That's that.
I love these contests. Panda has been kind enough to include me in the judging for these for a little while now, and not the community ones, but the ones that are actually the staff ones. And I mean, it's a little time consuming, but I feel like instead of going and watching an hour of TV, I get to scroll through the votes and look at all the interesting additions, because there's always so much talent. I mean, you can see people that are just starting out, and you can see people that have been doing this for a while. And one of the really cool things that I've started to really enjoy is the more of them that I judge, the more that I see like the growth and development of individuals. Like when you see somebody that's first starting out, it's their first contest that I've seen them in, and you see that spark. The creative eye is there. Like the talent may not, or the skill may not be caught up to the talent yet. So it's really, really cool for me to watch these people grow and develop as time goes on. And a lot of these people are growing by leaps and bounds, like every single contest. And I mean, like, I don't want to say any specific names. I don't want to call anybody out, make anybody feel nervous or anybody else feel left out. But it's been a lot of fun and I've really enjoyed it. So thank you for involving me in those. No,
thank you. It's always been really important for me to have people voting on it that understand VoxEdit and how that works, as well as, you know, just general like Sandbox and all of that stuff. So it's nice to include you in it, and I'm glad you enjoy it. I do, I really do. At first I was like, yeah, I guess I'll do it. She needs help, I think. And then I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. And now I start to look forward to, like the other day I sent Panda a message. I was like, hey, you got any more of them VoxEdit contests to judge? Because I felt like it had been a while. It hadn't. I was just being impatient, but still. I mean, okay. Yeah, sometimes there are quite a few, and I know you're a busy person, so I don't like giving you all of them to vote on. But you are being you are classified, I suppose, as one of the main judges that I send judging out to. I'm not wearing a tie, but if I was, I'd adjust it. Okay, on the next item, the Gutter Gang, my apologies. Newly minted Gutter clones are now ready to be deployed in the metaverse. Head on over to sandbox.game/avatars to bridge yours now. I got a chance to take a look at some of these, and I mean, just like the actual PFPs themselves, they're really cool. So if you are a Gutter clone owner, go on, get to bridging. Do it. Do it. If you haven't already done it, then what are you waiting for? I mean, I know this tweet is from yesterday, so it's like about 24 hours old now, but still. Oh, well then, no excuses. 24 hours, you've had more than enough. All right, but next also, don't go doing it while we're streaming though, people. You stay here for the show, then do it. Miss Pops has spoken. Next item, and I think this is really cool. I know I say that a lot, but I think that a lot. So yeah, follow me here. Open house, Meta Residence 1, the first Meta Real Mansion, a real world new construction home in Miami, Florida that included a digital twin in the sandbox. This is really cool, and this is just another way that this world is going to start getting more exposure, more mainstream adoption. Stuff like this is really important, and it's important to get people that generally wouldn't be involved in this world. But these meta residence type places, like if I sell you a house and I'm a realtor and I also give you a digital version of that house, you know it's a high-end client at that point. It's going to be really cool to see stuff like that included in this world. So yeah, I really wanted to point this one out. Anything to comment on that, Panda? Well, we had the pleasure the other day, because we did play it the other day, we had the pleasure of the actual builder of the house. Really? Was, in fact, in Meta Residence, in his Cybercon VX, just chilling out, having a good old time. And I just thought, that is insane, because they were just like, oh yeah, I built this. And I was like, you built this experience, or you built the house? And he was like, yeah, I built the house. We're going to be putting it, they're going to be putting it up for auction soon. I don't know the exact dates, but yeah, they're going to auction off the house. And honestly, it's so cool. It's so cool to make it, like, if you buy a house, you have a digital version and experience of that. Like, that's cool. Come on now. We should especially if you really like your house. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, if you hate it, then you know what? Yeah. Then maybe it's a different feeling, but like, I mean, I don't have the biggest house in the world or the nicest house in the world, but I really enjoy my house. So if there was a digital version of it, which one day I'm planning on building, I think that would be, you know, super duper. Super, super duper. Super duper. And the next item we're going to go over is, I believe it's pronounced Sheben. Welcome to the Sheben by Hermit Crab Games, the perfect place to explore, dance, and learn about Irish culture.
this St. Patrick's Day. I stopped before I should have. There was no comma or period, but I pretended like there was one. Grab a drink and join the fun until March 29th. So we've got another experience to come in and enjoy. We're actually going to explore this today on the show. Anybody has any questions while I'm running around, please feel free to drop those in the chat. Alex, I see you lurking. If you have any questions, just because you're not on the show today doesn't mean you can't ask anything. Maybe enjoy the other side of the fence for a little while. Alrighty.
Oh, Space Bamboo said that they want to build a twin version of their auto decal shop in the sandbox.
Okay, let's think about that for a second. They own an auto decal shop. Would you sell a Space Bamboo? If you did this, would you sell custom auto skins to other sandbox owners? Like instead of a shirt for your avatar, it's a shirt for your car?
Oh, that's cool. Could you imagine you bring out an NFT collection, you own that collection, you get the auto decal for it?
My mind just got blown. What you guys saw, that stutter step in my thought process, was my mind going. Yes, I would. 100% says Space Bamboo. That's amazing.
It is. That's
okay. Let's run around. Sheben. I'm sorry if I'm butchering this.
I say Shebeen. I like saying Shebeen.
Shebeen?
But I don't know. I don't know. Is there an Irish person that can...
Where's Maxi when you need him?
Yeah, Maxi.
Maxi. Okay, so today, what you have today is a rare treat because I am, in the professional gaming circles, what's known as terrible. So if it comes to any parkour, I will fail miserably multiple times, but along with being terrible, I'm also stubborn. So get ready for a fun ride. I'm gonna explore Shebeen. Seriously, where is Maxi?
Maxi, any Irish person, come here because it will stop me doing my Irish accent.
Wait, have you been doing an Irish accent this whole time?
No, okay. I haven't. It's to stop me from doing it. Alex knows what I'm on about. Anybody who was in Alex's personal stream about a month ago will know what I'm on about. We had a good laugh about it. It's fine. It's what I did to you earlier.
Okay. See, here's the deal. Yeah. When it comes to D&D, people have asked me, is Lex Irish or Scottish? And to that, I answer yes.
I feel like you do an Irish accent.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
There was not an intention behind that. It was literally my voice for my character sounded a lot like Obamasa. And so I was just like, oh man, people were getting confused. I don't even remember like the first couple of episodes because, well, like I just said, two characters sounded almost identical. And I changed it at the last minute. It was just one of those impromptu out of nowhere things, and now I've had to stick with it because the DM told me I had to. So here we are.
Half Dork insisted.
It was like, hey, you did it once.
You gotta do it.
It's gotta be like that forever. I'm not gonna listen to you. And I was like, oh. And that's where we're at. We're in a dictatorship. I see.
Honestly, you know what? Everybody thinks Half Dork's just still loves and sunshine, but damn, he throws down that hammer so hard.
So hard.
It's like, yeah.
There are 5 of them. Please bring them here as quickly as possible. I skipped the beginning of the dialogue. Oh, find the musicians. There we go. Oh. Find this wall.
You're doing better than me because I've read nothing and accepted about 5 different quests and don't know where I'm But it's really pretty. There's one little issue I found. Which is if you jump behind the bar, there does appear to be some invisible collisions. I don't know what's caused. It's as if there's something there. Now, whether something's going to be there later, I don't know. But there is. If you go next to the bar lady and you just run along the side of the green ales, I guess they are, you'll get stuck.
No, I don't know what's going on, but I'm standing in front of I'm standing in front of another avatar who appears to be floating on water. So that's a neat trick. You're right. This level is.
It's really pretty.
It's very pretty. It's very green.
Do you know what? I have noticed the greenness too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder why.
I got nothing, but I know this field of tulips and posies over here is stinking gorgeous.
Aw, posies.
I don't know if they're actually posies. It's just the only 2 flowers I know. It's like It's like posies and tulips and roses and irises. That's the extent of my floral knowledge.
Do you know what my favorite flowers are? They're peonies. Peonies are really beautiful and they smell lovely.
Where's my fiddle? Can't find my fiddle. Last time I saw it, it was in the cellar. I'm gonna find this man's fiddle for him because you know what? That's what a good ambassador does. Where is she? Can't believe this is happening. Hey.
Ring around the flowers, a pocket full of flowers. Is that because you don't know what ring around the roses, a pocket full of posies? A tissue, we all fall down.
There's a lot of people missing. Really. It really is, but people turned it into like this little kid's tale, and kids just run around screaming it, singing it, having fun, and you know what? I'll allow it. But yeah, it's really sad. Oh, what is this? That looks like a fiddle if ever I've seen one. Wait.
You found a fiddle?
I do believe so.
I haven't found the fiddle. Or if
what
I have,
you
I
found?
haven't delivered it. I found a lot of shamrocks.
Tree of Life aura. Oh, is this one of the... Oh, this is really cool. It's very simple in its design, but it looks just like those typical like Celtic/Irish artwork stuff you see all the time.
It really does.
Really cool. It's really well done.
If you manage to get down to the disco basement area, behind the bar is the most beautiful deer I have ever seen. Stag. I'm going to say stag. The most beautiful stag ever. And so much green. And a picture opportunity. They've got a nice photo opportunity area. This would actually work really nicely as a social hub, I think.
I was thinking something similar. What I was wondering was, is this a social hub? And then I looked in the bottom left corner and I was like, wait a second. I don't see people chatting, so I don't think it is. But yeah, you're 100%. This would be an amazing social hub.
Right. He wants his fiddle. I'm going to have a look for the fiddle again.
I found the fiddle.
Oh, there it is. Why can I not pick it up?
Push E when you get over it.
I am. I think it's broken for me. So I have to do the whole experience again.
Did you get the quest first? I don't think you can pick it up until you have the quest.
I've got the quest now. I think. I've got help Deirdre to find all 4 musicians around Shebeen. I've clicked to do his quest. Maybe I need to do more quest stuff. Panda broke the game. I'm so proud. Yay!
You're filling that chair rather nicely today.
Thank you.
Is this the girlfriend? The sky is so beautiful today. This is a rather presumptuous question. Like, my avatar just walks up to Aine, A-I-N-E, and just says, hey, are you Shane's girlfriend? Like, if she says no, am I going to run around to everybody in the bar and be like, hey, are you Shane's girlfriend? Hey, are you Shane's girlfriend? I don't know. I feel like that's a little inappropriate.
A little bit, because I think the only description you got was she's upstairs. Dude, like, that looks like Shane's girl. That looks like a girlfriend that would be Shane's girlfriend.
They're both around the same level of attractiveness, so this makes sense.
Oh, that's so sad. I don't know how I feel about that. Like,
I don't
you have
either.
to be this attractive.
Now there is a
I
chat
am-
in the left corner.
I am now determined to add you need to find my girlfriend, and there's going to be 2 options, but you can talk to them. And one is going to be a real beautiful girl, and the other one's going to look like Shrek.
That is a thing.
And if you choose the wrong one,
They both get mad at you?
bad stuff will happen. I will make sure it ends up like spawn. I don't know. Maybe it can spawn a bunch of minions to attack you. Like a bunch of beautiful people. All the beautiful people will attack you for daring to think that you are Shane's girlfriend.
Okay. Assuming that I turn it on now. Oh. Okay. To reset the hurling. Okay. Oh, when I reset the hurling stick, does the actual level itself reset as well? 1 second. It does. Isn't that clever?
I really like it. I think I only needed to play this like a couple of times, if not just once. And I've been playing it numerous times over now.
How do you play the hurling area?
You just put it in the net.
Oh. Oh, and if I don't do it fast enough, then it disappears? Boom.
Oh.
Okay.
No. Don't run into the collisions. You
That's...
You're really bad at it. I love this.
I told you I am. That wasn't like
go.
bravado.
You did it.
Reverse
You did it.
bravado? I don't know.
Don't touch the barrels. Yeah, like Lauren Soul's like, don't touch the barrels. I believe you may have done it. I don't know how many times you have to do it. I did it like 5 times.
I'm on time number 4. I will not be outdone. Oh, this one's gonna be the easiest. It's like a straight line.
Alex says, touch the barrels.
I already did, Alex. I already did.
Touch the barrels.
Let the hate flow through you. I was trying to run through the barrels and into the barrels, but apparently, I thought that stick was for me to hit things.
No. Space Bamboo wishes that we can have a meet and greet at Sandbox/crypto event. Me too. Let's make it happen.
There have been those things.
Well, we did NFT NYC. We met so many people. It's my first time meeting everybody in person.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
I believe the only person in fact, no, I hadn't even met Seb in person at that point. That was my first time ever meeting Seb in person. Yeah, everyone. I had never met a single one of you in person, other than Andy. I'd met Andy in person. Yeah.
When had you met him?
He was doing a thing at EGX, so it's a gaming convention in London. He was there doing a booth for Sandbox, like a small little booth thing. So I'd met him and Social Media Mike there, and that was really nice.
Yeah, Mike is really nice.
Oh, I love Social Media Mike. He is the best.
Yeah, just had a kid, by the way.
Yes, cute little kid.
Yes.
I was going to say cute little sausage, and that might come off a little bit too British.
No, babies, they kind of look like sausages. It's okay. It's an adorable term of affection.
Technically, and I will always stand by this. I don't care who you are. All newborns look like potatoes.
You got a thing for potatoes, don't you?
Not really. I like mashed potato. I thought you were going to say cute little bugger. That was also in the back of my mind too, because that's how I refer to my kids.
It is. This is true.
Yeah, they are my little buggers. But no, I constantly... So my son was premature, and he looks like a grumpy little turtle. He 100%, he always looked like a grumpy little old man turtle. And my daughter... because she was 2 weeks overdue, so she had like cute little chubby fat rolls and stuff. She looked like a little Shar-Pei dog, in my opinion. sir.
Oh, you're saying the things that the rest of us want to, but aren't allowed to. But you're their mothers, so you can. My level of respect for you has gone up today. I didn't think it could. It was already pretty high. But yeah, you definitely you topped it. You topped it.
I've honestly, me and one of my daughters, like her friend, I'm friends with the mum of her friend, and we used to hang out quite a lot when they were younger. And she absolutely loved my honesty towards parenting and children. She was just like, "Oh, you're just like," because she's very similar. She will say the stuff that goes on in her mind, and that's kind of how I speak. But come on, you can't tell me that not all babies look like little potatoes. They haven't got their proper features yet.
Some of them look like aliens.
They do, so especially if they don't have eyebrows. Some of them don't have eyebrows, though. It's fine, because they'll get their eyebrows. We all know they're going to grow their eyebrows. It's like my partner's sister. She needed to grow into her ears. You see little baby pictures of her, and you're just like, "Aw," but you grew into them, so you look cute now.
Have you been into the basement yet? I'm sorry to interrupt. Have you been into the basement?
Yes. Yeah.
That giant stag?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so neat. Plus there's like these technicolored taps coming from the bar, and I don't know what's coming out of the neon green one. I want to drink it.
Who doesn't want to drink some neon green? Right. I found Shane's girlfriend.
Okay.
Do I get to see Shane next to his girlfriend? Where was Shane? Because I picked up a bunch. I want to make sure that they're having a good old drink together.
One question from Ali Raffi over on YouTube. When will 0.8 arrive? It's already here, my friend.
I feel like maybe they might be referring to the games.
Oh, Game Client as opposed to Game Maker?
Okay, yeah. So Game Maker, obviously we do have 0.8. I don't think we're going to be seeing in-game client for a little while yet, because the current events are still being created in the old client version. So soon TM, but not that soon.
That's a new nuclear brand of beer, says Space Bamboo. And Alex agrees and says it will be here soon. Sage words. Okay. I need to find the musician. One of the musicians. One more point of interest, and help Aisling find the recipe to the Shabeen's Irish coffee.
Oh, I need to say that name again.
Shabeen.
No. Who are you helping?
Aisling.
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 I would say Ailing. Ailing is how I would say that. Now, with this being an Irish name, I'm probably wrong. Although I feel like I'm a lot closer than you are.
Oh, I feel like you're a lot closer than I am as well, because I didn't know what to do, so I went an extreme to one side. Huddle Hill says it's probably Aisling. I feel like now she's trying to steer me in the wrong direction. I feel like you're all trying to steer me in the wrong direction. Ooh.
No, she's right. It's Aisling. Or Aisling. Or Aisling.
My apologies accepted.
Aisling. Other forms accepting to Irish speakers are Aislinn. So it could be Aisling, Aislinn, or Aisleen.
Gaelic will do what you least expect, says Alex. Maeve says, I haven't eaten anything yet. I can't perform on an empty stomach. Maybe I can ask the bartender for some food. And my response is, walk away. Which is funny, because when my wife tells me she's super hungry, I do the same thing and walk away. Because she is a saint and an angel and an incredible human being. And the one time she will, in her life, when she will consistently be irrationally mean is if she's super hungry. Now there's some sort of a portal here.
Hangry is a thing.
It absolutely is. Oh.
Right, I've got to go to the garden and go to the statue.
I don't know who this dude is, but I don't know who built this game. I'm so sorry for mispronouncing all of these names. Please do not come for me with the pitchforks and the torches. Diarmud? Diarmud. Diarmud?
Damon? How's it spelled? Again.
Diarmud.
Oh, there we go. Dermot. It's Dermot.
Alex says, no pitchforks and torches, just claymores and bagpipes. That is so appropriate.
But no. Bagpipes are for the Scottish.
Oh, well then I disagree, actually. Or, never mind then, not as appropriate as I thought. Create a drink. Yes. I can take this drink? I do take this drink. Where do I take it? Oh, that's probably the coffee I'm looking for. Alex says there are Irish pipes.
Are there really? I thought they just had the fiddles.
Do they not have both? Or not both?
But they are different. Are they really? That's awesome. You there, Amanda? Who's Amanda? Bad neighbor? I don't know. I just read a few things. Lucas, the person that asked you about the rest... They said receipt, but I feel like it might be recipe. Gives you a hint about where to look. They did a really good job letting you go back to these, to those hints. They did. I'm trying. They said one of them was to go to the garden and look at the statue. I feel like I'm in the garden. I don't know what the statue is though, so I am a little confused.
Mac ANX asks a question over on YouTube, and they say, is it possible that Sandbox will have a launcher app in the future so we don't have to open through the web browser? I believe there's already a download for that, correct?
I think they mean like straight up like open from the browser rather than having a separate client, like as in you just click and it opens up another web browser for you to play in. And I don't know how much information has been given, so potentially maybe.
Okay, potentially maybe. That's an answer.
Yeah.
And we're going to respect that because things are still in development.
There we go. Alex says no. All I know that there was discussions about the potential of it, so if they were just like, that's not going to work from an optimization standpoint, that's that. Oh, I found where to go. Oh wow, I love how that happened. That's loads of fun.
I'm a little... It said use the stones to get up, so...
Yes. Not that way.
Me?
So... Oh wait, there's a delay. Yeah, you're headed the right way.
Okay.
Follow the fireflies.
There we go. I was trying to work with the first log, and I was like, wait, maybe I have to start it at the beginning instead of the end, and that's exactly what I had to do. I'm getting washed away in a river of fun. Ooh.
Did you have to start at the captain's log?
Oh, you.
Stardate. C789. There are people above me who could prove me wrong, but for new rendering features in 0.8 will not play nice with in-browser rendering. Much better to have a dedicated client. There we go. When creator minting of assets, asking for a friend. So we don't have an exact date. We have a potential date. So all we're telling people is soon TM, but not as, it depends on your opinion of soon. But soon TM, we obviously still need the same sort of features that we've always talked about, which is we need good moderation tools. We need to make sure that everything's working correctly, that we have everything in place, like that we've moved minting fully over to Polygon, making sure that's working, making sure that we have everything in place to not have people basically doing rip-off Mario and just things in place to do that before we open it up to everyone, because obviously what we don't want to do is for somebody to break copyright laws, because once again it's you that would be breaking the copyright laws, and Sandbox would rightly so have to take that down. So having good moderation tools and having something in place for it to go out, yes, that's what we need first, but soon TM. Impressive bodysuit reminds me of a hybrid between Space Invaders, alien things speeding up in those choppy moves, left, right, down, another row faster, and Tron original. Oh, he's on about your, is that your ambassador suit?
It is. I can't turn it off, so it's either I have the full ambassador suit or I have the full ambassador suit minus the head. So I decided to go with something that looked at least a little bit like me.
Wait, you're telling me your body doesn't glow like that?
No, I'm in my head. Because my body definitely glows like this. This is
good.
What you're seeing right now, this is just part of the green screen. I figure, people with photosensitivity would not appreciate it. Once I clear up the river, is there a way to go back up? Or do I make the coffee down here?
One box said time to make some beer. The quest, one box hasn't actually told you how to get back up. I'm not too sure.
That was the quest I said you would like. Got it.
Do we want to drop that form?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Now, I hope I have created this form correctly to Alex's standards.
I'm the one who usually makes the form, actually, so...
To your standards.
I have no standards, so you're good.
You know what? I sent it out and I already saw a spelling mistake, so I quickly fixed that.
IP Mystic Ram. These are neat. I like how they've added the glowing lines to most of the items in this area. This is really cool. Oh wait, are these the ingredients?
Really cool. Are the rams the ingredients? No! Don't kill the rams!
No, not the rams.
No!
How do I craft?
Max it! How do you pronounce the game, the pub? Is it? I'm saying Shabine, and Lucas is saying
nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Lucas is saying nobody knows.
Nobody knows what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm saying, so thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm right! Shabine! I'm right with Shabine.
Right. Come over here. How do I do it? There we go. We did it right. Sure, why not? I get it. Okay, so it's first it goes beans and then sugar and then something and then cup. Okay, beans first.
Sugar.
You'll put them in the right order. Maybe the order matters. There's, I'm guessing this is sugar. And then this is that. I don't know if the order matters, but if it does, then here we go. Oh, this is neat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all the drinks I made before were deadly poison bottles, and now
damn it,
it looks...
does it say purple hate? Hat! There were two spelling mistakes. This is enhanced purple hate. I'm so sorry.
I'm not gonna lie. Wizzy the purple is a little aggro, so I can see it. I can see it.
Wizzy the purple's my second favorite.
Oh, he's my absolute favorite.
Yeah, no, see, Santa Wiz is mine, mainly because anything Christmassy will automatically become my favorite. Purple hair, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is how I get back up now? How do I, once I create the coffee, how do I go back up?
A shebeen is an illicit pub? That's why Shane was looking for his girlfriend.
Ooh. Once you complete the coffee, then there's stairs. Got it, coach. I'm all over this.
I've done so many spelling mistakes.
Nope. Perfect.
But yeah, no, it's not spelt wrong. You read English wrong. Yeah, you read it wrong.
Yeah, cut it out.
Yeah. Stop reading wrong. I don't know what you're on about.
Gotta stop leaving my mouth hanging open while I read because I'm starting to look like a mouth breather.
Oh, wait, you found stairs? Where are the stairs?
On the outside of the tree.
Oh, of course. Where stairs always appear, on the outside of a tree. This would make one really good tree house. They've really wasted talent here by just cutting a huge hole in it and not making a tree house.
I was just thinking this looks just like a tree house, and then I started thinking I should make tree houses in the sandbox. And I'm glad you said something because you're helping pull me off of this spiral. I mean, it's a wonderful spiral because it's all about tree houses, and who doesn't love tree houses? But still, question from Dr. Metaverso. Any new updates on progress or time when assets will switch to Polygon? The answer is soon. I'm sorry.
You're learning.
Yeah.
The answer will always be soon.
Soon.
Soon, TM.
Okay. I just need to help Ashling find the recipe to the Sheban's Irish coffee. And then I got all this done in here, in this first building. I feel like there's more buildings or rooms.
I have a coffee. Oh wait, I do the coffee here. Okay, that I got really confused. Right, beans, sugar. There's an ingredient for plant here. I kind of want to see what sort of Irish drink I can make with a plant.
Okay, so I'm speaking to Joe the poet right now, and I think he's about to give me another quest, but he says, I'm supposed to recite Yeats, the Lake Isle of Innisfree? If I mess this up, the folk are not going to be impressed. I just can't remember all the lines. Maybe I can help you out. There are some bookshelves on the pub. Maybe the poem is there. I could go read it and tell you the parts that you forgot. And bookshelves on the pub is highlighted in yellow, so I'm guessing that Scooby and the gang should pay attention to that one. That's a great idea. I'm almost certain that they have a copy of the poem there. Please go find it quickly. I would really appreciate it. I'll go as fast as I can, but still try to stall the show a little bit. Okay, so now, forgotten poem. I am looking for...
Correct thinks that this map is cute.
I is.
Concur.
Metabar? Metabar? I've been to a Metabar before. It was in New York with Panda.
Been to a Metabar? Oh.
It was in New York with Panda.
We went to a Metabar?
No, but I'm thinking like the Gotham. The events at the Gotham.
Honestly, that did kind of feel like a Metabar.
Yeah.
Like, all I needed was like special named drinks. Because I was at an Axie Infinity event where the cocktails were
Smooth
all
Love
called
Potion.
there was the Smooth Love Potion. There was like a couple of like other body parts, like the yam or something like that.
Okay.
I think I still have the picture somewhere of like the list of cocktails. But yeah, so we would need like the Voxelite. The voxelite, the dizzying ducks, because there's always ducks in the sandbox.
Okay.
We need something to do with whizzes. So
mana potion.
Maybe. Yes. Mana potion. The whizzes wonderful wok kale. I don't know.
We could do one based off of the colors of the different Wizzies. Oh, Wizzy's Wonder Juice from Maxi.
Oh
yes.
yeah, Epic Catalyst.
Oh
yeah.
Done.
What would be? I'm a little worried what's in Wizzy's Wonder Juice. Not gonna lie. But what would be in an Epic Catalyst? So the epic ones are
whiskey.
Yeah, but they're purple, so you would have to put stuff in it that would make it look purple, potentially. Purplize it. Tears of Enemies. We could make Tears of Enemies. A PandaPop. No, that's just the lollipops that get sold on the side.
You know what? If you want to do like a purple, there are cocktails that turn purple, but I don't remember what it is. But you have to mix certain ingredients. It's like I don't remember. It's that dark blue one and something else, and you mix them together, and they either turn green or they turn purple. But I think that there could be a really fun way to spin that.
Would need to be kind of spicy and citrus. I like both of those options. So the Epic Catalyst would be spicy and citrusy. You know how I'm spending my weekend now, right? I'm looking up cocktails and I'm writing down a list. Tequila based. Oh, I would not be able to have that. Travel to Hub. That's the drink. I like that.
Oh. The blue drink. Some version of an AMF. Because it's loaded with liquor, it's blue curacao. Yes. That could be the voxelite.
That would be nice. Do you know one thing I've really liked about this experience you're playing right now is the fact that when you go to talk to the quest givers, that you actually have to read it and make sure you click on the other one, and you can't just spam E, otherwise you don't get what you need to do.
I may have just spammed D on Joe the Poet.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it worked.
Did you really?
Yeah.
It worked? Oh, sad face.
Yeah. I was trying to listen to what you were saying. I'm not a good multitasker, as I've mentioned before. I cannot multitask in any way, shape, or form. And so if somebody's talking, I'm not reading very well.
Okay, I stay quiet when
No, you do not.
Oh, okay.
Listening to you talk and engaging with you is more important than reading out loud. Or
Your
reading.
fun stream made and motivated my day. Thank you. Ah, that's lovely, Space Bamboo.
Did you know that the shamrock has been the symbol of Ireland since the 18th century? Still, it was only registered as an official symbol in 1980. Wow, that is actually pretty interesting. You would think that after a certain amount of time of being an official symbol, or like a symbol related to something, that it would just kind of get grandfathered in as official, but it wasn't registered as an official symbol until 1980. That's really neat. I'm supposed to give Aisling this coffee a recipe, and I have no idea where to go. If anybody wants to help me.
Downstairs.
Oh, is that downstairs?
Yeah.
Wait, in the Meadow Hub?
No, not that one. No, not that far. Behind there's a delay. So not that far. Near the stairs, behind the bar, near the stairs. You've gone outside, not outside.
I'm gonna stop moving for a second so you can catch up.
Okay, so so just walk down the side of the stairs behind that bar that you're next to.
Oh, this is where I was looking at the stuff earlier. I forgot it existed. I am.
There we go.
That's a combo. That.
And then you have to talk to her, and then you have to make the coffee for her.
Okay. I am digging this collection.
It is cool, isn't it?
Are the butterflies? Are those wisps or something? Pet fairies. That is.
I love myself a little fairy. But they might be. Are they actually calling them fairies or wisps?
They're fairies. Found the Irish coffee recipe. Fair play. Now go craft the Irish coffee and then bring it to me. I've already crafted it once. What is happening? I'm not a barista. Okay. See if I remember how to do this. Or it went a certain order. It was this. Then this. Then I don't remember. This.
It does tell you. There's a little thing on the board. Oh, I completed it! Oh wow, that took me 44 minutes. Nice.
Wait, I don't think you said it tells you. Oh, it is on the board. Yeah, it's right next to me. I just was not looking up. Okay. Beans is first. Makes sense. It's coffee. Sugar. What was the sugar? This is the sugar.
The sugar is the sugar.
Sugar is the sugar. Then there's the barrel-looking thingy. No, not yet. Not yet. I'm not done yet.
Okay, one more. Would you like an old farsand? Old farsand? Old farsand? That sounds like that should be like whiskey based.
Huh? What's the question?
They're coming up with drinks again.
Oh, okay.
An old farsand.
Oh, dang it. Oh man, I had it and then I accidentally said yes and then it created another one. And then it made it went bad. So I gotta create a drink again. Beans, sugar. I like how they have a fifth ingredient in there to try to mess us up a little bit. And then the coffee cup.
Thank you for your help. You play this.
Now we have the perfect taste of Ireland for the shebeen.
Saturday morning shots, count me in. Oh gosh, no. We're not that kind of show. Not today, anyway.
Hi, Uncle Grumpy. Alrighty. Oh, I've got another quest marker now. Cool. I'm gonna find out what that's for. Wait, actually. Okay, so I'm a firm believer in the idea that everything in the world is made better with googly eyes. And there's a giant floating shamrock. I mean, there's
eyes. Yeah.
They've got the big old googly eyes. Oh, there's a green top hat as well. And it's got... Oh, it's amazing. Okay, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna stop oogling the googly eyes and go find this next quest. Assuming it's outside of the pub, but I don't actually know.
The Shamrock with the googly eyes is my favorite.
It's pretty amazing.
Etor in Tovu. Hi guys, it's normal that I have managed to make only 86 quests of 300 for the March event. Currently right now, yes, because there's going to be new quests opening every single day. So it's not meant to be possible for you to get 300 right now. Although we're only on the 18th. And I believe the March event ends April 4th. You can redo a couple, so if you haven't redone Boys Planet, you can redo that one to get those quests to count. but they definitely wanted this event to be a little bit more difficult to complete. Like, you really had to like play almost everything. Like, I believe, I can't remember the exact stats. I think usually when we asked for 200, that's like 60% of completing the quest, maybe a little bit more. But they really wanted it to be like you actually need to be playing and completing these games and spending time in them. So yeah, I would say maybe redo Boys Planet, because I feel a lot of people forget that they can redo Boys Planet to get those quests up. When are we going to play hide and seek again? One box. When I have the time, energy, and there's a good experience that has equal parts hiding, but not too large that I just will never find you.
Yeah. Because if she didn't find like half the people, it really kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
Should have known that thing was going to be used for more. There was so many extra spots on it. Clever. Clever.
Oh, you made a different drink to what I made.
What'd you make?
I made the bottom one.
I made the middle one.
Yeah, I want to see if it
What'd you give her a poison drink?
Different. Who knows?
I won! 1 hour, 18 minutes, 42 seconds. I'm done.
Oh, wow. Oh, so you can give her any of those drinks then?
I do assume so. Wait, is the hub still available? Let's see what happens if we run over to the hub.
Let's give people 10 more minutes with that Wizzy form.
Okay.
10 more. There are 10 minutes remaining. You will go on my first whistle.
Anybody has any questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat. Me and Panda will do our best to answer them, but please also understand that sometimes we have to say we cannot say.
Either for lack of knowledge or, you know, we're just not allowed to tell you.
For me, it's usually lack of knowledge. For Panda, it's usually she's not allowed to tell you. But together, we make a really good team.
Yes. Question from Julia aka Dave, over on Twitch. Why are you guys so fabulous? Lucas, I'll let you answer that one.
Oof. Man, that's a kind of a loaded question. I got a life philosophy that kind of plays into that. It's either be wholeheartedly modest or wildly self-aggrandizing, never anything in between, because there lies mediocrity. And so I've chosen to go on the wildly self-aggrandizing side of things. So I think that kind of like plays into it a little bit. But I mean, for Panda, it's just natural charisma in my opinion. But for me, I have to work at it.
That's so sweet. I don't think I'm that charismatic at all. I sometimes really worry that I don't know how to talk to people in the slightest. I'm super socially awkward. So I have been told, though, I have a disarming personality, which makes people open up to me a lot. So maybe it's that.
Naturally charismatic, like I just said. Boom. So apparently I'm running around Tracy Island now, because that is what has taken place at the hub. So Sparky Snickle says they are also socially awkward. Sparky, I just wanted to say that you and Lula are a wonderful pair. You both have these warm and they have these personalities that draw people in, and I've really been enjoying your Back to Basics show. So keep it up. It's fun, it's encouraging, and the idea that it's a back to basics show is, I'm really looking forward to watching it weekly, because there's a lot of people out there that have been involved in this world for a really long time that don't know anything about the basics. I know like a lot of really complex stuff when it comes to the sandbox, but I don't know the basics, and so I was really excited to see somebody taking that in hand. So yeah, I know you say you're socially awkward, but it doesn't come across in your stream in any way, shape, or form.
Spark is lovely.
She really is. This question is for
one box
and Panda.
You read it. Go on. You started.
When we do meet IRL, what do you think are the odds I would be climbing on off-limits areas during the expo. I mean,
you'll get chucked out.
That really depends on what point we are in the expo, the beginning, the middle, or the end. If it's the beginning, I say the odds are really low. If it's the middle, they're getting higher. If it's the end, I mean, I'd be expecting it to happen because at that point, you're already going to leave anyway, so why not?
Those off-limit areas are, if you were like, I'm going to climb on Lucas's or Panda's back, that could be classified as an off-limits area.
That's assault, brother.
I'm quite strong. Depending on how much you weigh, I might be able to carry you on my back. Just ask first.
The weight question is a good point. I mean, if it's around 200 pounds, we're good to go. So anything there or below, I think we're fine.
That's permission for piggyback rides.
What's up?
Just ask permission for the piggyback rides.
There's a waiver you have to sign first.
Yeah.
They get rough. They do.
But no, I didn't even really attempt to go on any out of bounds. Although saying that at the Gotham Hall stuff, we had the special. I've never felt more important in my life than flashing that little staff thing at the security guard. Just like, this is where I belong.
It was like a scene straight out of Wayne's World. It was pretty wonderful. Like as she's walking through security, just letting everyone know. And they were like, oh yes, Miss Pops, well, welcome.
But then I've got to say, I think my favorite part was because we're only there for 2 days, really 3 if you count the setup day. But they already knew me. Like, I didn't even need to show my badge sometimes. I was just like, oh, it's you. I was having chats with the people. Like, make friends with everyone. Just make friends with everyone. Garnicum would like to know if I will ask permission before I lick someone, though. Yes, consent is everything.
Secret mission activated. Try to get as many photo bombs and later tag myself. That would actually be really cool if... Like, let's say somebody really is into their privacy or their introverted ways, and we didn't actually meet at the event, but then later we saw a bunch of photos that popped up online where, like, you know, say me and Panda are posing for a picture, and all of a sudden, you know, like Garnikin is just in the background photo bombing, but never said anything to us. They just ended up taking like 100 photo bombs behind the scenes. That would be sad that you didn't get to meet the person, but at the same time, that would be pretty funny.
Minus the not meeting part, I purposely like to try and either get like my fingers in the background of photos or just like a body part in the background of other people's photos. So I love the idea of just people being like, I kind of love the idea of us photobombing everybody else, honestly. Like, you see Alex taking like a selfie with a fan and they don't realize that we're there yet and we're just like in the background and then run away. And then meet them later. I'll just run away like, oh, we saw Alex like loads, but like we never saw Panda, and then look back for their photos. It's
just all of a sudden Panda just like drops a smoke bomb and then just disappears.
Yeah,
Panda is Batman of the event.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just running around the basement. Can I take this? Oh no. Miniaturized laser beam cutter. Oh,
nice.
That's a mouse. A big old. That's a rat. It's not a mouse.
Do you know what? I like you doing the oh my just reminded me. I think my favorite thing is when King of Crypto can't be there for D&D, so Half Dog has to do his voice, and for some reason he makes him sound like George Takei.
There's not some reason. I specifically requested that day one, and I was like, and whenever, because King of Crypto wasn't there one day, and I was like, if he's not here, what's going to happen to his character? And Half Dork was just like, well, I'm going to play for him. And I was like, would you please do a George Takei voice? And he goes, oh my God, absolutely. Why wouldn't I? And then it just stuck from that point forward.
Yeah, this honestly my favorite thing, just hearing him go, oh my.
Oh my. Yeah, it's quite wonderful.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Garnakan will be the one that goes up saying that I love the streams, plays some specific save clip and leave, making Panda forever wonder who the voxel was that? That is how I should swear now. Who the voxel was that? Yeah, that would be a mine. Do you know... The funniest thing is when somebody introduces themselves as if, like, they see us on here, so they know what we look like. But it's when someone comes up and they're just like, oh, I'm so glad to meet, and they don't introduce who they are. And I'm just like, and then, like, eventually they say who they are after quite some time, as if I should have realized. I'm like, dude, I don't see your face. I see a name.
People, that was actually something that a lot of people brought up at NFT NYC last year. Was they're like, we see you on on stream every week, and we know whenever we're talking back and forth, you just automatically know who I am. And so when we met in person, I somehow dropped into that same routine, and because it happened to me multiple times where people would introduce themselves, and I'd have to stop them like 5 sentences in and be like, that's awesome. 1 second, who are you? And they'd be like, oh crap, I guess I don't have my screen name floating over my head right now. Exactly.
Yes. Oh, imagine if people could, like Julia says it, everyone should have name tags. Yes.
I mean, hello, my name is sounds like a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
And it wasn't saying to be mean. I was saying, hello, wait, who are you? As in, like, I would like to understand who I'm addressing in this moment so that I can personalize my comments.
Oh, that's really sweet. I knew you didn't mean it in a mean way. But
I know, but
you want to personalize your...
Yeah. It could have been taken or sounded as I would being snooty. Like, who even are you?
Oh gosh, yes. Who are you? Why are you sullying your damn it. Yeah, I've ruined it. Yeah.
I got what you're saying, though. Ooh, new rescue, or new mission. Rescue the dogs. Dog rescue. I'm into it.
Now, I feel like you've got a little bit of insider knowledge with this one, because you played it with Alex last week.
Yeah, but I wasn't paying attention at all.
Ah, of course.
I literally saw about... If we played the game for an hour, I probably watched about 30 seconds of it. I spend most of my time, as you see, like, my head shooting back and forth, because I'm looking at all the chats, and I'm pulling up forms, and I'm getting stuff ready for Alex, and I'm all over the place.
Talking about forms, I'm going to close this form.
All right.
No longer accepting responses, people. You will not be able to win a Wizzy Purples in chance heaps. Because that's apparently what happened. Garnakan still loves the story about how Panda and Ice met for the first time. Yes, everybody seems to appreciate that story. Low-key insulted the poor man.
How so? Tell us how you insulted him.
Have you not heard the story?
I have not.
Okay, so few before factors. Dr. Metaverso had appeared. I'd been hanging out with Dr. Metaverso, lovely guy. We'd even gone out to dinner, like, as a group. He joined some of the Sandbox team. And he had briefly mentioned that Ice Pilot might be coming. And he had also briefly mentioned Ice Pilot sounds a lot like you.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was prepped beforehand. Come the last day of the event, we were super swamped with work. The event organizer for our team was very much like, Panda, go eat some lunch. So it's 3 o'clock, I booger off, I come back, and I come back, and I find it a little odd because I see somebody looking like they need help. And I was just like, oh, I've just come back, I'm a bit tired, like, I'll wait a few minutes or until they sort of, like, call me over. And the odd thing is that Cody goes to me, hey, Panda, I think that person wants some help over there. Which is odd, because not once during the event did Cody ever sort of push me towards somebody to help. So I was already a little like, yeah, I suppose they are. Yeah, I was a little suspicious. So I go over to this person, and they're like, oh, I really want to play like a parkour game. I introduced Sandbox a little bit, and they end up saying like, I really like your hair, and it's because it's blue. And my natural response to somebody complimenting me, and especially if it's my hair, is to just be like, oh, I like yours too. And I can see from my peripheral that he's giving me why are you saying you like my hair? And I look at him because I hadn't properly looked at him, and his hair was like a mess. It wasn't, nothing had been done to it. There was no need to, I suppose. As
Ice does. He is a mess.
Yes. And so I'm just like, I was like, oh yeah, I suppose you've not really done anything with your hair. Let me find something else to compliment. And I look, this poor man from head to toe, and that's not where it ends. I go back up to try and find something else. So I low-key give this man a double look up and down. And at this point, I still don't know who he is. And I was just like, I suppose you're wearing blue shoes. Like, shit. So second time back down to the shoes. I'm like, your shoes are blue. He was dressed quite basic. He was basic white t-shirt, jeans. You know,
it's
there wasn't
not
much
coming off good in this story.
Yeah. There just wasn't much to. There wasn't much to really point out as like, oh, that's really cool. But he had blue shoes, so that's what I went with on the second way down. Unfortunately, because it could have probably been more entertaining, but the girl next to me was having issues with the PC, and so I had to help her a little bit. Briefly in our conversation prior, I'd mentioned that I'd streamed and stuff, but only briefly. And so I'm helping this girl, and just out of the side, I hear him go, so hey, PandaPops, when do I get the Tears of Enemies to do this game? I don't think I'm very good. The PandaPops isn't what threw me 100%, because I was like, I said that I streamed. I didn't recall saying my name at all at this point. The Tears of Enemies was so specific, and then it clicked. He sounded like you. And I looked at him, and I was like, yeah, Ice Pilot, right? So, yeah, like my meeting with this poor human was to low-key insult him, kind of, and it's a funny story for him because he's like, you didn't know who I was, and that's how you interact with normal people.
How was you supposed to know who it was? How? You'd never seen his face.
No, but it's the fact that is how I would act with anyone, and it's a low-key insult to look a poor human up and down.
To be fair, he was setting you up to do these things because that's what he does, is he sets people up. So
it is very true.
The back of your head, your troll detector was going off. You knew something was wrong. You're like, wait, Cody came and got me. Why did he do that? He's an amazing person. What's happening here? And then you're like, hold up. Why is this person asking sus? And then your little alarm bells were going off, and you were paying attention to your gut instinct. That's what I'm taking from that story.
Yeah, let's go with that. I was already alerted. It was already there. Yeah, and Dr. Metaverse, I didn't realize. I believe Metaverse, I might have been the other side of the computers that we were there, just watching it all. And knowing that he was watching it all unfold, I can just imagine his little happy face at everything happening. Oh,
yeah. Just nothing but joy. Everything was playing out exactly how he wanted it to.
Ian the IT guy is asking, will the Wizzy hat be a utility in the future? I don't know how much I can say, but there are definitely going to be there's going to be utility to people that hold Wizzy items. Yes, is what I can say. I wanted to play the Boys Planet game to get some points, but it didn't open it. Now I'm sad.
One of the things that Alex has said on stream multiple times is that with the upcoming Wizzyverse 10K launch, the owners of Wizzy assets now will have whitelist spots available to them, or a whitelist spot available. I don't know if it's one or if it's multiple. Like, I have multiple Wizzy assets in my wallet. I don't think because I have 10 assets, I'm going to get 10 whitelist spots or anything like that. But I don't actually know. I'm not a part of that project. I don't have inside information. I'm just repeating what Alex has said on the stream to the masses. But my impression from, the council being the council is that they're going to try to do this in as fair a way as possible so that they're not giving all of the spots away before the sale even starts.
Yes.
That's just my 2 cents / impression. Did you close that form out?
I have, and I'm going through it right now, but I've also just quickly been informed to quickly check my phone.
Everything okay?
Yeah, you're just gonna hear a microwave in a second. That's
okay.
All. I'm being asked for permission to use the kitchen because the kitchen's behind me.
That's very sweet of them to ask.
Yeah, the kids want hot chocolates. They want to know if they can use the microwave.
Have you ever had peppermint hot chocolate?
Yes. Yes, I have.
It's one of my favorite things on the planet. Hands down.
I don't know if America has it, but there's a brand of hot chocolate called Options. I don't know if that's a brand that you guys have, but they make loads of different flavored hot chocolates. They sometimes have limited edition hot chocolates, and if they go over well, they make it into like they bring it out regularly.
Yeah.
There was one Options hot chocolate that has forever been my favorite, and it's called Go Bananas, and it just tastes like banana hot chocolate. It was literally the best thing ever. I used to get it all the time. And then they went off of the shelves and I was very, very sad. They came back for only a brief while and my mum purchased like 4 boxes of these
pallets full.
Not pallets full, just 4 of the little boxes that they come in. And they're all gone now, and it's been it's probably been about 10 years since they had those, and I don't think anything is going to beat those Go, but like that, they just tasted so good. Peppermint is a good, peppermint hot chocolate is really nice, but the Go Bananas hot chocolates was just,
I did not know that there was such a thing as banana hot chocolate. I've never heard or thought in all of my years that would be something that would come across my plate. So thank you for introducing me to something new.
You are welcome. Well, kind of. So I managed to make a mashup, almost tasting the same. So I get the Cadbury's hot chocolate, just a normal plain stuff, and then you get Nesquik, and I believe you guys have Nesquik. You get the Nesquik like milkshake tubs where it's like the powder. Do you have the powder milkshake stuff? Yeah. So you get the banana version of that. And you mix those together. So you do your normal amount of scoops for hot chocolate, and you do 1 scoop of the banana like milkshake stuff, and that makes a almost similar taste. Almost. It's not quite there, but it's enough to sort of make me be like, that's nice. But yeah, Options do loads of different, like Turkish Delight.
As a hot chocolate?
As a hot chocolate, yeah.
Okay, so one thing I gotta go over really quick here. Operation Cover Up. What? Okay, so in the Thunderbird's hub, they have these little teleporters all over the place. TV1,
yes, we have
TV2.
teleporters. We have teleporters in the UK. Oh, that's not what you're asking? Okay, carry on.
What I was going to say is I'm just impressed at how well the teleporters in here are working. Because I know sometimes teleporters can be glitchy, and sometimes that glitchiness has to do with proximity. So the fact that TV1, TV2, and TV3 are all right next to each other and seem to be working flawlessly. I don't know who programmed that, but good for you. Kudos to you. Congratulations on not pulling your hair out. Well, actually, I don't know. You may have. It's amazing. It's the little things. Work. Yeah, to get that to work so consistently is really cool. Wow.
All you need is phone booth.who. All we need is a phone booth. Do we need Doctor Who? No.
Oh, it took me a second. All you need is phone booth. Who? Got it. Got it. I was a little bit slow on the uptake there. There's oil spills all over this hangar. It just seems like it's a very dangerous work environment. Like they're working with heavy equipment and there's oil all over the place, and like they're waiting for some stranger to run through and be like, hey, I'll clean that up for you. If I didn't clean it up, then who's gonna clean it up?
Exactly. It's as if they, like, who's been doing the job the whole time? Who has been doing that job?
Clearly.
I forget how you do the giveaway stuff. Do you just put them in a random number generator?
Yeah, so what I do is I just take I take the whole, I find out who is the replicas, who the duplicates are on the list. And then I just run the whole list through the random number generator, and I'll re-roll it if one of the duplicates gets it. But if they don't, then I just call it from that. Because then if you're not doing that, then you're subtracting all of them from the list. And then that list doesn't match the one that's actually generated by Google. And I like to mark them in my Excel spreadsheet as well as in the Google spreadsheet. And I like them to match up. And sometimes I'll take screenshots of the RNG and place it in the chat just so everybody can see that in case anybody has any questions about it.
Okay.
Ooh, nice question from Skyhand110 over on YouTube. Will the sandbox incorporate NPC field of view similar to how Metal Gear Solid 1 enemy NPCs see the map? I would love to make a stealth game. Now that sounds like something that if it were incorporated would be well down the road, but I'll let Panda kind of pop in on that one. After she's done with whatever she's doing right now.
Yeah, I'll just... So we have a winner. Do you need to check it to see if they've won it before?
I usually do, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pop in their... Just go away, filter. I'm gonna pop in their wallet to you.
All right, you're popping it into me over on Discord?
Yeah, I'm popping it in Alex stream chat thing.
Okay. Got it.
Yes, baby, she's got it. So will Sandbox incorporate NPC field of view similar to how Metal Gear NPC see the map? I would love to make a stealth game. So I am actually unsure. I get a lot of emails and many of them do say new features that are coming up. And I'm going to be honest, I don't keep on top of it as much as I probably could, but that's because I get about like 50 emails a day.
49 of those are from me, to be fair.
Yeah, it's, and he's only sending one word at a time, although it's not as bad as what I did, where I accidentally sent a blank email to about 20 people.
It wasn't completely blank.
It was. The email I sent was completely blank.
We knew what you meant.
Yeah. So I am not sure. However, I'm happy to note that question down and ask, because that would be cool. It would be a cool feature. And even if it's not planned, that's a cool feature to tell them to plan.
Yeah, that would be nice to add to
and Ronbox says in theory you can do it now, parenting and setting a speaker to detect avatar. So OneBox has an idea like that it can be done. Have they won?
They have not.
They have not. Okay, so the winner today of Wiz's Enchanced Purple Hate, because I'm rolling with it now. I'm rolling with it.
She's leaning into it.
Yeah. Over on Twitch is Garnican.
Really?
Yeah.
Garnican.
I was surprised.
They have stuck with it.
They have. But also we actually didn't have that many submissions. We only have 32. And there's 60 people watching us, so...
There's 60 people watching on one stream channel. More on others?
43 on Twitch and 17 on YouTube.
Yeah,
a lot of the people us have purple.
Yeah, a lot of people that are here have already won it.
So that might be why, because you guys have won the things.
We have the giveaway done. We've completed the Irish pub. We've answered a bunch of your questions. Panda, is there anything else that you would like to go over, cover, or see today?
I would like to see your beautiful face. I mean, I'm already seeing it. There we go. I don't think there is. Oh, there is probably one little note somebody did bring up to me, and because this is a bigger place than my personal stream, might as well mention it here. The springtime VoxEdit contest, for some reason the Medium article says that the results will be announced between the 6th and 19th of March. Submissions closed on the 5th. I'm going to speak to the person to update it, but the results will be announced next weekend. So there will be a stream they'll be announced next weekend, and I will be doing a live VoxEdit stream next weekend as well. So the springtime contest will be announced then. Ever so sorry for the confusion. It must have been quite confusing for you to see that it closed on the 5th and results could potentially be on the 6th. That just isn't going to happen, especially when we do a regular and beginner contest. I have to go through 2 submissions basically and not send those out on the exact same day because I don't want to overwhelm the judges with
all of these
voting.
Duties all at once.
Yeah, pretty much, because most of the judges, in fact all of the judges, I'm the only judge that it's my job to do that. So I'm the only one where it's like, that's counted into my actual allocated time. Everybody else have other duties to do, so they have to fit it in their duties to do.
Okay. Do you by any chance, you said next week you have a live VoxEdit contest stream. Do you have a theme for that yet? Or is that something that will be announced at a later date?
It will be I don't have a theme for it, but also we only announce it on when we stream.
Oh, okay.
So like with the robot one, we gave them the theme and the colors.
Yeah.
So people can't prep for it. They only have 3 hours to actually take part. Because, get good, guys. I don't know.
I've seen a few of them lately where it's like battling streams where 2 people will get into the stream and they have 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour, and they just who can build the biggest world in that time, most involved theme at that time. And that stuff is so cool because it
is. I'm also hoping Seb really wanted something very similar to that with VoxEdit, where and obviously I've been doing those live VoxEdit contests for a while, but they're for the whole community to take part. But I am hoping, based off of what Seb was asking for, to be able to do a VoxEdit version where 2 guests will appear and they will have 1 hour to do something, and we'll take options from the stream, like themes and stuff. I've got a few ideas written down. One of my favorite ideas is where they have to make a Pokemon and chat has to shout the Pokemon out, and they are not allowed to look at that Pokemon. They can't use any reference material. They just have to create a voxelized version from memory.
Are we going to call it a Pokemon?
We can't sell it. We can't sell it. We can't do anything with it, and it's why it's going to be guests come on and not community participating. It's all fine to make fan works. I've seen other drawing contests where they've done Pokemon versions. There's a really cool YouTube, I think they're called Drawfee, and they do challenges like that, and I took a lot of inspiration from what they do to implement into VoxEdit. I don't want to call it a contest, it's more community engagement funness.
Community engagement funness. Trademark.
Yeah. And I also feel like it'll be a really good way to promote some of the current community builders and creators, because they'd be the people first to be asked to be guests on the show, because these are people that are already streaming, already have their faces, or at least voices out there and are comfortable doing that before I potentially open it up for guests from community. Like,
Okay.
you know, but I want to see if the show actually works well. Another idea I had was for them to have 10 minutes. Randomly, the community shouts out in stream, like, make a flower. And so they have to make a flower in 10 minutes. And then after that 10 minutes, it's done. They then have another 10 minutes to make something else. And they, after a total of 40 minutes, they have an additional 10 minutes to put those together in the animator and make something together with the models that they created.
Okay. So like a Voltron of assets.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I think that sounds like so much fun. I'm really excited to see that. W. Caleb over in YouTube says, how about working on one asset with a bunch of people in turn and repeat several turns? I feel like it's kind of what you were just saying. Yeah,
so it is. What Caleb's saying is more like, did you ever play that drawing game where one person would do like the head, fold the paper down, the next person draws the body, you fold it over, and then so that's what I imagine Caleb's on about. Like, somebody does one part, you pass it over to the next person, they do the next part. I really like that. I think the best way, in my mind, thinking of it right now, the best way to do that would be to be like, hey, this person does the head, this person does this, they can't see what each other's making, and we get a couple of people, and then they send those files to me and I put them together to show big on screen or something. And like I mash them together, so as soon as they finished, they send those over. So I really like that idea, Caleb. But yeah, we'll see. I want it to be a little like same but different every time.
Same but different.
Yeah, and like then maybe revisit, so there's enough variety of types of things that we could do to keep it interesting and keep the community engaged. As most people know, Sandbox isn't only streaming on Twitch, which means we don't have the channel points. But I did speak to Half Dork, and Stream Elements does allow you to earn channel points through Stream Elements. So I might see whether we can implement Stream Elements into our streams that we do. So then we can have things like perks and sort of obstacles, so people watching can be like, you need to undo 5 times, or you need to completely delete what you're working on right now.
Oh, 50,000 points, delete it all.
Yeah.
Better watch out. Yeah. If there's an episode where you're like working on a game you've been working on for like 6 months, and somebody uses those points, they're like, delete it. Like you gotta put like some sort of like a caveat, or not a caveat, like some sort of a little asterisk on that buddy that says, but we will not delete if in certain situations or something, because I can see that being a lot of fun for somebody.
Yeah, and then like a perk could be you gain an extra 2 minutes. You know.
Okay, that's it. You know, when I asked you if you had anything else you wanted to go over, I didn't think that we would get this much out of you, but I'm really happy I asked.
I didn't think I was going to say this much. Hopefully we do it. I've got people in mind. I also, like, Lucas, I know you're not like a VoxEdit master by any means, but I think it might be entertaining to maybe get like you to do one of them at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm totally in. I mean, especially if you want to have like people screaming in my ears telling me what to do. Because like you could have like advanced individuals like telling a complete novice what to do, and then it's like, okay, how does he interpret those instructions? I don't know. Yeah. However you want to do it. If you want to do some stream where I'm developing on air, I'm fine with that. I'd be interested. I'd be down.
That's cool. Yeah, we'll go over stuff. I need a sign off on that I can actually start doing this.
Yeah.
I think that based off of what everybody's saying right now, everybody seems quite entertained by the idea. But yes, I would also like to use it as a good way to promote the current builders and creators in the space. You know, get them talking and make it like a laid back atmosphere as well, so we can all joke about what people are creating. Like, oh, that's what you think Polywag looks like. You're so silly.
That sounds wonderful. I'm really looking forward to it. Whatever iteration it takes, if it does end up starting, I'm excited to see it happen.
Yes, me too. But yes, and Metaverse streaming, we did do a giveaway. It's finished. Garnican, was it Garnican?
Yes, Garnican did win.
Yes, it is. Garnican, yes. And I'm going to share their information in that thing with you. So you and Alex have that information. I think that's everything you need.
That's everything. Alrighty. Well, I think it's time for us to sign off for today.
Bye, people.
Thank you for stopping by. Good morning, afternoon, or evening to everybody out there. Thank you for coming on in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. We appreciate each and every single one of you. I hope you all have an incredible day.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.